Before we start the video, I want to give a big shout out to my KOG members of the month, Ryan McDonough, Nero Diamond, Blue Cat, and Bulldog DX. You guys are awesome, just saying. If you want your name here, consider hitting that join button for exclusive channel benefits. How's it going, guys? RNG Life here, and today we're doing something very, very different, actually. Today I'm trying out a new style video where I cover some new support cards. You guys know what, you guys clicked on the video. But yeah, I basically cover new support cards that are coming out in the new the new box in the TCG, and we're kind of judging whether or not they would be fair for Duel Links. So yeah, let's go ahead and get things started. Basically, we got the new Toon Chaos Box in the TCG/OCG. So those cards are coming out. They look pretty interesting. We're getting a whole bunch of new Toon support. We're getting a bunch of Chaos support, which you know I'm a big fan of. I absolutely love them Chaos Dragons. So it looks pretty cool. We're going to be looking at that support, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different to judge whether or not it will be good enough for Duel Links. So let's go ahead and get things started. Right now, you guys are seeing this tier maker right now. So in this tier maker thing, I finally made one. I'm finally making a tier list video, but it's not really a tier list. I'm mainly using it for organizational purposes. By the way, sorry but for not uploading the past few days. I ripped out my eye like an Uchiha. Actually, no, I was an idiot and I scratched my eye like a fool, and now it hurts to be awake and I can't look at screens for a long time, so we gotta make this quick. We're gonna look at the new Toon cards, at least the new cards that were announced. So the ones we know of, I'm gonna be talking about today. As for any of the new ones that get announced in the future, sorry guys, I don't have that feature. I'm not a time traveler, but fair enough. We've separated things into 5 different tiers. One of them is absolutely works in Duel Links, so this means that the card in question definitely would work in Duel Links. Yeah, it's almost positive it's going to be added. Then we have fair for Duel Links. This means that a card, yeah, it'll work in Duel Links, probably, yeah, it makes sense. Maybe is like a big maybe. You guys know maybe. It's either a yes or a no. I don't know. Too strong for Duel Links is the other one, saying basically the card I think it's too strong for Duel Links. And then the last one saying will break the game entirely, dude. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna be just kind of putting these cards to the side. If you guys don't know what the images are at the bottom, they're the new cards, and we're gonna be talking about them right now. All right, so let's go ahead and get things started. I want to start with, I think we're gonna go with this creator guy. So this Chaos Creator, I think his name is. So yeah, he's a pretty cool new card. I'm gonna go ahead and read its effect for you guys right now. It says we got the Chaos Creator. It's a level 8 Dark Thunder effect. Attack 2300, defense 3000. Cannot be normal summoned set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing 1 light and 1 dark monster in your grave. Cool. If you control this card, that was special summoned from the hand, you can target 3 banished monsters with different names, special summon 1 of them, then place the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order, and you can only use the effect of this guy once per turn. So it's a hard once per turn, fair enough. But to be honest, he's pretty good in his own archetype, which is, or for all you guys who don't know, the new Chaos stuff kind of works this way. It's all about banishing the light and dark. Obviously they do that. But this thing can also pretty much put, like, what, 3 banished monsters with different names and special summon 1 of them and then put the other ones back on bottom of the deck. That's a pretty good effect. As for Duel Links, though, I think we could get it. We already have Creator, right? We have Creator, we have Dark Creator. I personally think this guy is a definite maybe. I'm not sure, dude. I mean, I think he's fair for Duel Links. I mean, he does have a very easy summoning condition, and in the future, we might just get him in a box. I think fair for Duel Links is completely, it's appropriate for this guy. So, next up, we're keeping with the Chaos theme. I'm gonna go with Chaos Daedalus over here. So, Chaos Daedalus is a, new Chaos monster. Along with our boy Creator, we got a new Daedalus, so it's starting to look kind of like Metaphys. So this guy is pretty interesting as well. Let's go ahead and read his effect and all his stat lines and whatever. So Chaos Daedalus, level 7 Dark Sea Serpent effect monster, attack 2600, defense 1500, cannot be normal summoned and set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing a light and dark monster from the grave. They all have that summoning condition, so that's really, really cool. While a field spell is face up on the field, your opponent cannot target light or dark monsters with card effects. That's kind of huge. That is a little bit like crazy. I mean, just having a field spell, summoning Daedalus, which is super easy to do, by the way. I mean, just get some light and darks in the grave somehow and then summon him. I don't know, dude. I feel like that's really, really easy to do. But yeah, you get him out, and then bam, all your stuff is untargetable. I think that might be some kind of a crazy factor. It continues to say, you can target face-up cards on the field up to the number of face-up field spells on the field and banish them. And you can only use the effect of Chaos Daedalus once per turn, so he's a hard once per turn once again. But he does have the ability to banish depending on the number of field spells, so you're gonna get at least one banish if you have a field spell. If you don't, this guy is not that great, but I mean, seeing as how we have a bunch of field spells and Duel Links and stuff like that, and there's a lot of field spell specific decks, I think Chaos Daedalus, compared to the creator, I think he might be a little bit too strong for Duel Links. I don't know, guys. There's a lot of targeting in the game. I feel like he might be a little bit strong. I need to mute my phone. I do think this card is too strong for Duel Links. He's just... the ability to make all your stuff untargetable is kind of crazy. Also, the fact that if you have an ability to protect your field spell, ooh, I don't know, dude. I do feel like he's too strong. He's definitely too strong for Duel Links, but maybe, I don't know, once we do get all their support, maybe the meta game will have shifted to the point where these guys are completely fair, but fair enough. Let's keep things moving. Next up, we got Chaos Valkyrie. Valkyria, there you go. So this girl over here, let's go ahead and read her effect. It should be interesting. I feel like she's one of the ignition cards for this deck, so let's go ahead and read her. She is a level 4, a light fairy effect monster, 1800 attack, defense 1050, cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned by a card effect. Oh, that's interesting. But you can banish one light and dark monster from the graveyard, special summon this card from the hand. Okay, there you go. So she must be special summoned by a card effect. And you can banish a one light or dark. Huh. Okay, so she's easier to summon because she only banishes one light or one dark. And she also must be special summoned by a card effect, apparently. If this card is banished, you can send one light or dark monster from your deck to the grave. But for the rest of this turn, you cannot activate cards or effects of the cards with the name. Oh, that kind of ruins it. Cards with the same name as that card. You can only use the effect of her once per turn. Alright, so she's a hard once per turn once again. Kind of iffy on getting her out. I mean, yeah, you can banish one light, you can banish one dark. The thing is, how are you going to get these light and darks in the grave? I'm assuming you're going to be milling with light sworns. That's pretty much going to be the thing. You're just going to be summoning light sworns and milling a bunch of cards, banish light, banish dark to summon them. So that makes sense. She Foolish Burial's another light dark. I think she's really, really good for just setting up the deck, to be honest. Is she fair for Duel Links? I think so. If we get just Creator and Valkyria, that can kind of set up a little bit of a precedent of what we're gonna be getting. If we do get these cards, though, I think what we would get is pretty much just Creator. You know what? I kind of want to bump this guy up. I don't know. I feel like he is definitely the kind of card that you would probably see in Duel Links. I don't know. I might be wrong on this, but I'm going to bump him up. This is how we do tier list videos, dude. Alright, I changed my mind on time. And the more I see all these other card effects, the more I'm just like, okay, I'm starting to get a little bit more of an idea on what these guys do and how strong they are really. So, not bad. Let's keep things moving, though. The next card we're looking at is called Eternal Chaos. Now, this is a trap card. It's a normal trap, and it looks interesting. Let's read the effect. It says, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, send one light and one dark monster from your deck to the grave whose combined attack is equal or lower than that monster's. Interesting. Also, for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you can only activate one monster effect in the graveyard. Okay. You can only activate this card once per turn. I don't know, dude. I feel like this card could be pretty interesting. I mean, Eternal Chaos, yes, you can. I don't know about the whole targeting thing. It's like, sure, you have to target their monster. If it becomes a no targeting meta, well, this card's kind of useless, but I think you could definitely target. So if you target one of their monsters, send 2 to the grave. Foolish Burial's 2, a light and a dark, which is pretty cool. They do need to have a slightly strong monster, because if you're going to be sending something like Valkyria, she's an 1800 beater, so they have to have something pretty big for it to be her and something else, unless the other card is like a Karibo, because you know we have light Karibos, you know we have dark Karibos, so they can kind of fill in for the other one. But I don't know, I think this card is a little bit lackluster. I don't I'll say it absolutely works in Duel Links, dude. For putting stuff in the grave, sure, dude. Fair enough. I think that's an okay card. It works in Duel Links, dude. It's not even that great of a card, but fair enough. Next up, we're looking at the card Chaos Space. This is a normal spell card. This card looks a little bit interesting. I don't know. Let's read this one. I've been hearing legends about this one. Alright, so this is a normal spell. It says, send one light or dark monster from your hand to the graveyard. Add one light or dark monster that cannot be normal summoned or set from your deck to your hand. It's a searcher, dude. Alright, so it searches literally any of these guys because they all cannot be normal summoned or set. So that's pretty good. With the level from 4 to 8 with a different attribute from that monster. So you basically send away a dark monster. Now you get to pretty much say, okay, I want a light monster added to my hand. For example, the little Chaos Valkyrie. So that is not bad. I mean, it's easily searchable. It searches any 4 to 8, meaning it searches probably all of them, dude. You can banish this card from your grave, then target one of your banished light or dark monsters that cannot be normal summoned or set. Place that monster on the bottom of the deck, then draw one card, and this is a hard once per turn. Dude, this card is kind of insane. I don't know. This card is a searcher. It also puts cards that are banished. You put resources back into your deck, and then lets you draw a card. I don't know, man. That's a really good card. By the way, it also puts a card in your grave initially. So this is going to be like a 3 of in the actual deck if you're going to run it. I think it's a little bit strong for the game. And for Duel Links, dude, with a 20 card deck, I think it will probably... It'll probably be a little bit too strong for it because it'll just make the deck uber consistent, and that deck is just going to pop off every single time, and they're always going to get like their perfect lockdown board with Daedalus, or they're just going to be able to just be really, really annoying and just pop off every time. So there goes the chaos aspect. We have no maybes yet, at least. So not bad, not bad. Let's keep things moving. Now we got the actual tunes. Let's cover them tunes. Alright, so first things first, now it's time to talk about the tune that you've all been waiting for. The new Toon Black Luster Soldier, our level 8 Earth Warrior tune. So let's go ahead and read his effect. He's a 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense boy. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by tributing Toon monsters from your hand or field. Dude, I was about to say from field. That's kind of lame. From your hand, though? You can literally discard two tunes in your hand to summon this guy. That's not bad. Alright, so let's see. By tributing Toon monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal 8 or more. Okay. I get you. I get you. That kind of feels like a ritual. That feels like a ritual, I see. While you control Toon World and your opponent doesn't control a Toon monster, this card can attack your opponent directly. Alright, not bad. It's a Toon, of course. And once per turn, if you control Toon World, you can target one card on the field. Banish it? Also, this card cannot attack. Okay, I was about to say, oh no! I was about to say, can he attack twice? No, this guy cannot attack the turn it does that effect. So, fair enough. I think he's really, really strong. He's definitely going to be a boss monster for tunes. Now, how fair do we think our BLS boy, Toon BLS boy, is going to be for Duel Links? I mean, I think if they really want to push tunes, if they want to make tunes really, really strong, I definitely think they can add him to the game. I do feel like he's a little bit too strong because you can just special summon him. Wait, can he attack the turn he's summoned? It doesn't even say he can't attack. Oh, you have a 3,000 beater that can attack the same turn? He might be a little too strong for Duel Links, dude. Oh my goodness, I'm just realizing that. Just by the fact that it didn't say anything about this card not being able to attack. Sure, it cannot attack the turn that it can activate his effect, right? So, oh my goodness, dude. I think our BLS boy right now might be a little bit too strong for Duel Links. So that's one thing. BLS is actually kind of crazy right now, dude. I really like this card. If we do get all the support, we'll probably not get BLS, unfortunately. So I don't know, but we'll see. We'll have to continue reading the other cards. So, but there you go. There you guys have it. BLS is kind of looking busted right there, dude. He's looking really OP. The ability to just tribute 2 tunes from your hand, equaling up to 8 or more, putting stuff into the grave for no real reason, then summoning him, attack directly for 3,000 on that turn because you're gonna have Toon World no matter what. That's kind of insane. And the ability to, if you're going turn 1, you can just banish things. Well, not turn 1, of course, but you know what I mean. If they have something scary, you can be like, you know what? Instead of attacking, I'm just gonna banish a thing. So BLS brings variety and power, and I think, yeah, dude, BLS is a little bit too strong. He will break the game, dude. Next up, we got Toon Harpy Lady. Interesting that we got Toon Harpy Lady. All right, so let's see what we got with her. She's a level 4 Wind Wing Beast Toon effect monster. Attack 1300. Could have sworn her attack was higher, but I guess it's, yeah, 1400 defense. Cannot attack during the turn it is summoned. There you go. Harpy officially kind of nerfed. So when you actually summon her, she can probably be normal summoned. Actually, you can just normal summon her. Cannot attack that turn. If you control Toon World, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then, if you control another Toon monster, you can destroy one spell or trap your opponent controls. That's pretty good, actually. Not bad. So, special summon Harpy. Destroy back row. That's not bad. Even though she can't attack that turn, she's looking pretty decent. You can only use the effect of her once per turn. Oh, okay, no. Yeah, the special summon and the destruction is all one effect. So you get it on summon. So that's fair. I guess it's not like every turn you just get to pop over and over. So it's on summon. So that's pretty cool. You can only use the effect of her once per turn. While you control Toon World and your opponent doesn't control Toon, she can attack directly. So, do I think Harpy is what do I think her game state is in Duel Links right now? I believe she is probably fair. I mean, back row destruction is not anything too crazy for the game. I don't know, it could go either way. I mean, analyzing the effect a little bit more. Cannot be attacked the turn and summons really nerfs it, but she is able to like pop back row that same turn if you can get extra cards out. But you do need to have Toon World. You do need to have another Toon that will summon maybe another Harpy, I'm not sure. So if you get them both out, then she can activate. So I don't know, because if you control another Toon monster, you can destroy one spell and trap. So I think she's a fair card. I think she's completely fair. Is she busted? No. Is she too strong? No, not really. Is she like completely bad? Not really, because if she didn't have the back row destruction, I would say yeah, absolutely, she'd be completely fair for Duel Links. But you know, Konami has emitted some cards like Fortune Fairies. It took a while to give us the Fire Fortune Fairy because she destroyed back row. So I think that one is just fair for Duel Links, but they'll probably hold off on her. I'm not sure. Maybe by the time this support comes out, she's definitely going to be given to us, so she's fair. And then we got the next card. It's called Toon Bookmark. Toon Bookmark is a very interesting card. It's looking like one of them search cards. So it says add one Toon World or one card that specifically lists Toon World in its text except Bookmark. So from your deck to your hand. If one or more Toon World that you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this card from the grave instead. You can only activate one Toon bookmark per turn. Now, this card is looking pretty strong. Okay, so right off the bat, I think this card is like a super more powerful version of Toon Table of Contents because it can search the same things. It'll probably give you way more copies of searchers. Now the thing is, it is a free search and it protects Toon World. I feel like it's really strong for the game. It is pretty strong for the game. It'll get you consistency with Toons, which is amazing, and it also protects Toon World from being destroyed, which is the only thing that can defeat Toons in some situations. Like, they have their Toon Dark Magician Girl or whatever, and they have Toon Kingdom, and you cannot target Toon Dark Magician Girl or whatever. You can't target Toons, which makes most of your cards already kind of bad. Then you draw one destruction card to get rid of their field spell, and then they hit you with the Toon card in the grave because they just searched, and it protects. The only thing is, it doesn't stop non-destruction, so it won't stop like Cosmic Cyclone, so I don't think it's that strong. So I definitely think it's too strong for Duel Links because it adds a lot of consistency. Getting it at 3, I don't think it might be possible, because they only gave us one copy of a Table of Contents, and this is that card but better. So I don't know, dude. I don't think it's busted, but I think it's a little bit too strong. And then last but not least, we have the last card, and it is called Toon Terror. Toon Terror is a counter trap for Toon monsters, and that's pretty cool because it can be searched, or can it? I mean, it should say, yeah, it says Toon World in the text, so, I mean, maybe. When a spell trap card effect is activated, or when a monster effect is activated, if you control Toon World and one or more Toon monsters, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. Ooh, that's gonna add some power to Toon. So if they do try to hit you with the Cosmic Cyclone and banish your field spell, you're like, nah, man, negate. Negate immediately. So I don't know, dude. This card giving them the power. I don't know. This giving Toons the power of counter traps, especially if you're running it at 3, and then it also gives them the power to run Parshath and all his shenanigans with his trap card that you could reveal this one and just summon a free Parshath. I think this card is a little bit too strong. I think this will probably break the game, because negating anything for free, because you know how easy it is to get a Toon monster and Toon World on the field? You have a skill that says start with Toon World. Now pack your deck full of Toon monsters. That is super easy to do. Set this card, summon any Toon, maybe like Harpy or something, and GG. You have the lock, you have the setup. I don't know. I feel like that's really strong, because that can immediately shut down your opponent's ignition monster effect, whatever they normal summon to get an effect, negate, and that can ruin a deck. And I think this card is probably a little bit too strong for Duel Links. So there you guys have it. These are all the new cards that are coming, not coming, Duel Links. They're coming to the TCG/OCG, and this is my list of what we got. We got no uncertainty. We have full on, pretty balanced actually. We have cards that work in Duel Links 100%. Completely fair for Duel Links. We got no maybes. Absolute no. We don't deal with no uncertainties here. But we do know that some cards are too strong for Duel Links, and some cards will absolutely break the game because they are too consistent, or they have too much negation power, or they're just super strong. So there you guys have it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinions. Maybe I missed something, dude. Maybe I misread some of the wording on some of these cards. Maybe I don't know. Maybe one of these cards works a different way. Let me know in the comments below, and let me know if you want to see more of these kind of videos, because I actually had a lot of fun making this. So yeah, and I think that's pretty much that, but whatever. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more Duel Links shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you guys.